Hey everybody, about a little yoga, a little stretching, a little work on those hip flexors today, and a little bit of lengthening, right? So we have a band or a strap. Of course, we're gonna stretch those hammies, and we'll go ahead and get started. So let's just begin. Find yourself a nice comfortable position. Lift up long and tall, and let's just relax everything here. That space where we all tend to hold a lot of our tension. So let's let that go. Close your eyes and find your breath. Deep breath in. Full breath out. Deep breath in. Full breath out. We'll go ahead here, drop an ear to a shoulder, take it on over. Make sure we're just dropping the ear to the shoulder and not lifting that shoulder up to the ear. Once you're over there, we're going to rotate that nose down in the direction of your knee. So just drop it down. And then we'll release and come up to the top. Other side, drop that ear to that shoulder, relaxing through that opposite side. And then dropping that nose towards that knee. Lovely, release. Come on back up to the top. Let's go ahead and roll those shoulders a couple of times. So still finding that breath. Inhale up. Exhale down. Take another inhale. Exhale. And how about one more? Breathe in. And out. Fantastic. Take those hands behind you, interlace those fingers, open up that chest, lift up that nose. And then release. We're going to bring those hands forward, interlace the fingers. Let's go ahead and take those arms up. Actually, we're going to flip those palms to the sky as we push down on the shoulders, lengthening here, nice and tall. Posture is everything. Everything that you do on your mat and off your mat, so important. Good, so from here, we're gonna rotate. We've got a little twist to the side. Come on around and rotate other side. Good, to the center. Release, arms up. We're gonna bend those elbows. Elbows come down and let's squeeze back. So we're really opening in that chest. Got that really nice arch in the back. Breathing here, ribs pushing forward. For now, they won't push forward later. Breathe in. And out. And in. And out. Fabulous. Drop those hands down to those knees, round it down. Seated cat stretch. And lovely. Lift up tall, right to the top. Maybe a little wiggle for that upper body. How about a little rotation? I've got one hand on either side of the knee. We're going to step those hands forward and just hinge it out. Notice we've got a flat back. No roundness, not yet. But keep that back nice and long. Keep that opposite hip pushing down into the mat. Breathe in. And then we'll drop forward. Nose comes down to that knee. And up, nice and flat. And we'll come on in and up and right back to the center. Good. Other side, rotate. One hand on either side of that knee. Step it on out, hinge it forward, flat back. I've got that opposite hip trying to reach down to that mat. So nice and easy through that upper body. Breathe here. And we drop forward, round it down. And up we go, flat back. Good, good. Walk it in. We'll come on around to the front. Give those shoulders a scoop. Breathe in and out. Fantastic. So one more time, bring those hands forward. Really press those guys on out. Got that nice bit of length through that upper back, but that spine is super straight. Breathe in and out and in. And lovely. Take those arms right on out to the side, and then we're going to bring them forward, but this time wrap those arms on around yourself. So we're giving ourselves a little hug here. But once those hands land on that back, try to wiggle those fingertips closer together. So good. Straight spine, big hug. We'll stretch into that back here. Breathe. And whichever arm is on top, we're going to take it to the bottom. So out we go. Wrap it on up. And hug it. Here we go. Big squeeze. Breathe in and out and in and out. Take it on out. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and bring it on down. We'll give it a little wiggle. I'm going to take those legs over into mermaid. Excellent. So here we are in our mermaid. Let's reach those arms out as if we were standing and we were doing our archer pose. So those arms are nice and long. Fantastic. Now we're going to take this hand, we're going to reach it out and over, reaching out, taking that opposite arm out as well. Now this hip that is lifted, let's try to press it down to the floor. Then we'll take that opposite arm up and over the ear. So a big reach, pushing that hip down towards the floor, long neck, big reach. Good. Now we're going to relax that hip, drop all the way over to the side. And we'll swirl it on up to the top. Take this leg, bring it all the way over. So just place it on the other side of that thigh. I'm gonna hug those legs, just that bent knee. Pull it right on into the body. And we can lift up tall here. You can even lean back a little bit, but those necks are long, kind of stretching into that glute. So breathing, of course. Good. About a little modified hero pose. Flop that knee forward, arms to the side, hinge it over. Lovely. Up we go, roll to the top, and then let's go ahead and find that opposite mermaid. So legs are right on over there. So we're getting a little bit of a stretch into that hip flexor. And so those arms reach out right here in our archer pose, nice and long. Take that left hand, reach it out. There we go. Opposite arm goes up. Take that hip, roll it down towards the floor, and then let's go ahead and scoop that arm all the way over. Reach it out, lots of energy here. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And we'll go ahead and drop that elbow to the floor, relax that hip, reach over the rest of the way. And swirl it on up, take this leg, swing it on around in front of you here. We're gonna park it right there. Try to push that hip back down into the floor again. We'll hug that leg into the body. Lift up tall, lean back, whatever you need there. Very nice. And then that knee flops forward, as do we in our modified hero. Scoop, scoop, roll to the top, untangle those legs. Beautiful. All right, let's go ahead, stretch into those hips a little bit more. So I've got my hands on the mat. I'm gonna duck walk my feet off the edges of that mat. So nice wide stance. And we can flop both knees on over to the right. So we flop over here, hip flexor. Let's go ahead and lengthen through that back and that neck. We're breathing. Good, good. Take those legs and just flop them to the other side there. And lovely. Back to the top. I'm going to bring those feet back together, grab those thighs, lift up tall, nice and straight. How about we find some balance, right? From here, tuck the chin to the chest, hug those knees in, and just make yourself into a tiny little ball. Good. Lift up that head, park those feet on that mat. Nice. So I'm going to flop my knees out and open. Nice, easy position. Round down into our starfish. Rolly up, lift up tall. Then we're gonna offset that starfish a little bit. So I'm gonna pull my right foot back. That left leg is still forward. Right leg's just a little closer to the body. So same thing, fold forward. And come on up and we'll switch it. So let's go ahead and push that right foot forward, pull that left foot back a little bit, and down we go. So whichever foot's forward, I can feel that a little bit more into that glute. And it's lovely. Rolling on up to the top, bring those knees together. So we're gonna do another mermaid. Let's go ahead and make it an extended mermaid. So I'm gonna take my legs out here to the side. Here we go. So right into our extended mermaid position. I've got those legs piked a little bit forward. And here we are, nice and tall. So you can be down here on an elbow, you can be up on a hand, you can absolutely bend it, but we just wanna find that position where we can really stretch into that side body, but we are still long through the neck. So let's just find that position, lengthen out those legs, and we'll breathe here. So nice and long. We're gonna transition into a little spider here in just a moment. So feel that stretch, breathe in, and out. Good. Now let's take this top foot forward out there in front of that hip. We're going to take this supporting hand, probably want to bring it a little bit forward, and this other hand, we're going to bring it right here underneath that bent knee. So once we're here, we can go ahead and hinge forward, bringing that chest closer to the floor, and you can really bend that opposite elbow here for a little support as we come on down and feel that length still into that side body, but also into that top hip. Breathing here at the bottom. Breath, breath. And up we go, right on up to the top. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pull those legs right on over into that opposite extended mermaid. Legs are out, hand under there, under and beneath you, as close to that body as you like, but stretching into that side. So we'll lift up here and breathe. Good. And then here, this top foot is going to come forward. Probably need to step that bottom supportive hand a little bit forward. And this hand underneath that knee and over we go. I can slide this hand out and just bring that chest closer to the floor. And in we go. In and up. Pull it all in. High chest. Good. So go ahead and bring everything back in. Now that we have de-spidered one more time, lift tall, breath in and out. We're gonna roll ourselves down onto our mats. Keep that strap nearby. So down we go. Hug those knees to your chest. Let those shoulders soften. Breathe in and out and in and out. Lovely. Good. Dropping those arms right on out to the side. We're going to go ahead and drop one foot to the mat, drop the other foot to the mat, and relax here. Soft shoulders, soft everything. Find that breath. And release. Very nice. Good. Let's take that right foot. We're going to bring that right foot, that right ankle all the way over to that left thigh, and we'll scoop your hands or your strap behind that left thigh, starting here with a little through the hole pose. Good, release. So I've placed my left foot back on that mat. I'm going to take this right heel and just draw it down closer to my left hip. So it comes down, you can hang on to it with one hand or both hands, wherever you'd like. This left leg is going to drive forward. Go ahead and straighten it out. And then I'm going to let that right knee just flop forward. So there's that openness into that right hip. Good. Pulling that right foot up. Now, with this heel still close to this left hip, let's see if we can't reach this right foot across the body over there towards that floor, but let's keep this right hip on that mat. So you might be able to put that foot all the way on the floor. You might not be able to reach it over very far at all. Just depends on your flexibility. But as you reach it over, keep this right hip down and level. Good, good. Breathe in and release. Breathe out, bring it on back. And then we're going to reach down with that right hand, grab that big right toe, and just finish with half of a dead bug pose. So we'll go ahead and pull it on out there. Excellent. And lovely. Release. Bring everything in. Both feet on that mat. Take a little moment here, feeling a little uneven. We're working on it, right? So left ankle to that right thigh, starting with through the hole pose. So getting a little deeper into that glute. Good. Right foot to that mat. Go ahead and pull that left heel now down towards that hip. One hand, two hands, whatever you need. And then that right leg reaches on out and that left knee just flops forward. So again, we can really open up into that left hip a little. You don't want to force it, just let it flop there. Pull it on back And then this foot, keep that back, keep those glutes level. We're gonna reach those toes across the body. So this is a very subtle stretch, yeah? So sometimes if you've got just a little bit of sciatica going on, or sometimes those hips just really tight into the outside of those hips, this is a really nice stretch. Also really good for all you runners out there. Good. And excellent. Bring it on back. Let's go ahead here. Pull that right foot in, and we finish with our half of the dead bug pose. So still level with those hips, breathing. And lovely. Let's go ahead and bring everything in, swirl those arms right on up. Hug it all in nice and tight. Breathe in and out and in and out. Lovely. Relax it down. How about we transition into those hammy stretches? Take that right foot, loop that strap up and around it, and there's our hammy stretch. So important, those hamstring stretches. Right? Every day, thinking about being tall and long and stretching those hamstrings. So. Good. Flex that right foot just a little bit more there. Breathe in and out. And in and out. Reach up, take that strap into the left hand, right arm comes out to the side to the T position. We're gonna take this right leg and we're gonna roll it all the way over to the floor. So there we go, take it on over there. We get a little revolved abdomen twist. More length all the way through here, yes. Fantastic. Right on up to the top. Transfer that strap into that right hand, and then we'll just drop that right leg out and open. Good. And release. Release that strap. Wiggle out that right leg. And let's pull that right knee in. That right knee bends. And then we're ready to stretch out that opposite side. So left leg, up we go. Hammy stretch. Good. Breathe in and out. Strap comes into that right hand, left arm to the T. Take that left leg all the way over. Go ahead and set it on the floor. There is our revolved abdomen twist. And then how about we take that leg up and over to the other side. Take a deep breath. And release it. Release that leg. Send both legs down and out along your mat. Give them a little wiggle. Shake them on out there. Excellent. So hips feeling maybe just a little bit more loose. Let's go ahead and make our way back up to seated. So come on up. And let's just settle into our Dandasana, our stick pose. So let's really lengthen through that spine. As tall as you can be in this seated position. Lifty, lifty, breathe here. And fantastic. Relax it all. Let's flip ourselves right on over to hands and knees. There we are. So, hands and knees position, scoop it up to cat stretch. Flatten it out, neutral spine. Curve to the right into the puppy. Scoop it, squeeze it, scoop to the left. And excellent, right back to the center. So we're gonna find our balance, right? Hands right there underneath those shoulders. Take the right leg back. Take the left arm back. There's our tiger. Turn the head to the right. If you're feeling super fancy, you can close those eyes. Good, left hand to the mat, bringing that head back and forward. We're gonna just scoop this right foot all the way forward between those hands. Go ahead and sink into that runner's lunge. There's that hip flexor stretch. And push back, kneeling pyramid. Drop that nose down. Lifting up that head, rolling back and forward. So from here, let's go ahead and reach up into our monkey pose. And you can stay right here, or if you're feeling fancy today, how about we reach back, grab that foot with that right hand, and then left arm reaches forward and up. Good. Release it all. Scoot that right knee up underneath you. Cat stretch. Flatten it out. And one more time, cat stretch. And flatten it out. Lovely. Other side. So again, we are nicely centered. We're going to take that left leg back. Take that right arm back as well. When you're ready, turn the head to the left. Right hand down, left foot, left knee, bring it all forward. Sink into that hip flexor. Come on up, monkey pose. Stay here, or maybe reaching back, grabbing that foot, and balancing. Find your balance. Fantastic. Release it all. Come back. Scoop it up, cat stretch. Flatten it out. We forgot that kneeling pyramid, didn't we? Take that left foot forward again. There it is. Straighten it out, flex that foot, drop it on down. Lovely. Lift it on up, roll it on back. Now bring it up underneath you. Now we are completely even. Scoop it up, cat stretch. Flatten it out, neutral spine. Go ahead and sit it on back. Balasana. Good stretch. From here, take that left hand, turn it face up on your mat, slide it through, little thread the needle. Bring it on back, and other side. Take that right hand, turn it on up, and over we go. Very nice. Bringing everything back to the front. We'll go ahead and come on up to all fours, chin to the mat, slide forward on your tummy, curl it up, cobra. Up, breathe in, and release it to that mat. Stack up those arms on top of each other. Forehead comes down to the arm that is on top. Good. Still with those hip flexors today. Let's go ahead and point the toes of that right foot. We're going to lift that right leg up. There we go. Lifting that thigh off that mat. Go ahead and keep that head down. Lower down, other side. Lower down. One more thing here. Let's push that left arm forward, slide your right hand back. We're gonna roll onto your left side, bend that right knee, park those right toes on the floor behind that extended leg. And so now we're trying to push that top knee, that right knee back towards that wall behind you. So we're working that turnout right, opening up into that hip. Breathe in and out and in and out, making our way towards our sleeping Vishnu. Go ahead and bend that bottom knee. Reach down with that right hand, grab that ankle, that big toe, push that right leg to the sky, pull that right leg towards your ear. You can hold the big toe, you can pull that leg down, whatever feels right for you. Good, good. Then we're gonna float it down. We're gonna go ahead and flip on over to the other side. Pull that left hand back, roll to the right side. Left knee bends, left toes on the floor. Open up that hip. And excellent. Bend that bottom knee, reach down, sleeping Vishnu. And float it on down, flip on over to that tummy, scoop it up to cobra. And release. Push back, give it a good balasana. We'll come on up. We're gonna flip it on over, swirl it on around. Very nice. Roll it down. Hips should be feeling a lot more open. Let's go ahead and rock it out. Good. Drop those arms to the T. Left foot to the mat. Right knee on top of the left. Both knees flop right. And we'll switch them up. Both knees flop left. Good. Right to the center. Untangle, untangle everything. And then we are ready here for Yoga Nidra. So go ahead, snuggle on out into your space. Blankets, sweatshirts, pillows, whatever you need. But we are just gonna find that nice cozy space for our remaining time today. So we really wanna let go of wherever it is that you hold your tension. So wherever that happens to be today, let's take in a breath. And let's release. Release that stress, wherever it is, hopefully nowhere. Let's go ahead and soften into your space, melting down, just relaxing. Breathe here. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. So in your space, with your body soft, that breath moving through the body, let's just relax here and hover in this quiet, protected space. And then gently here, wiggling those body parts a little bit. You're wiggling your toes, wiggling your fingers, maybe slowly stretching out. And if you stretch out, you're lengthening that body. You can stay right here or make your way back to a nice, comfy seated position. Let's just bring your hands to your lap and close your eyes for that final moment of quiet. Loka, Samasta, Sukhino, Bhavantu. The entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. And thank you for joining me today. And thank you for joining yourself on your mat so that we could work those hips a little bit today. A little bit of length as well. So remember guys, be good to yourselves, be kind to yourselves, hydrate, go outside, get that vitamin D, and as always, please, please go wash your holiday festive paws. We'll see you guys soon. Until then, namaste. Thanks for working those hip flexors, guys, today. Giving them a little bit of a stretch. Cheddar came through ever so briefly to give you a little bit of moral support. We'll see you guys very soon. Wash your paws. Bye-bye.